Hey guys, Matt here. After a lot of research and testing, I finally decided what and how to make my permanent solar node on top of the house. So we're using this solar panel antenna, Bluetooth antenna. I built or designed and printed this part solar panel mount out of ASA. We're using Samsung batteries, solar manager, and a Raks 4630. So I also designed and printed this pole mount for the back of the junction box. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll link everything I use in the description, post my designs to printables and Thingiverse. And above all, if you want to build the same thing, click the affiliate links in the description, and that helps the channel and our family. So take care guys, I hope you enjoy it. God bless.
Come on, MacGyvered.
Alright, for this project we'll be using an antenna, solar panel, some 3D parts I printed, a Waveshare power manager, the Raks 4630, breather, and our antenna, 3 battery 18650 set up in parallel, some silicone tape, some rubber padding, junction box. Alright, after a lot of research and some testing, I decided to go with the Raks 4630 on the Raks 19003. It seems to be the most economical, low power. And the sensor I'm going to use, you can put 2 sensors on the back, but I'm just going to use one. So this is the 1906. So this is an environmental sensor. It senses barometer, temperature, humidity, but also gas. So we'll get our air quality as well. So that just mounts right into the back. I'm going to use slot C. And to use this and get readings from your solar node, in Meshtastic, you just click the node list and it will give you the details of your solar node with the sensor readings. So we're just going to use this tiny little screw to screw that in the back. Not too tight, but yeah, just make sure it's clipped down, and that's it. Alright, so I wanted everything nice and organized in the box, so I just printed this piece. You can use this is an ASA, but you can use PETG too, it'll last a little longer. Just don't use PLA or anything. So we're just going to screw this in to the mount. I'm just using regular tiny screws I got off Amazon. I'll post the link, affiliate link, in the description. So PETG and ASA are going to be what you want to use for outdoor stuff. ASA is a little better, but it's a lot harder to print than PETG. So, all right, so that's nice and secure. Got room for the sensor in the back, some breather room. Also, we're going to use this Waveshare power manager. So I did test it. I had it running on a test node for probably a good 4 months, and it worked beautifully. So we're going to run our solar panel to this, and then we're going to run our solar panel to this, and then our battery to this as well, and then from there to the Meshtastic device. So perfect. All right, next I'm going to mount my battery right like this. I didn't put any holes in it, I was just going to drill it. All right, so I'm just going to put this where I want it, and I'm just going to drill two little holes. corner still from our solar panel built or mount yesterday. So 2 little holes, and I got some longer screws here. Alright, so we're going to put our last screw in here. This is all going to mount right in here, so that should fit perfectly. Alright, well, my GoPro camera keeps failing and freezing, and it has to fix the file. I have to pull the battery. I don't understand what's going on. Not impressed with the GoPros, so I need to save up for a real camera for this. But anyway, so we screwed the mount into, or the battery holder into here. I decided to go with 3 of them, kind of like a prepper mentality type. So if one battery fails, I still have 2. If 2 batteries fail, I still have one as a backup. So I just want, better be safe than sorry than having to crawl up on top of the, or wherever I decide to mount this thing, and having to pull it out or pull it off and swap batteries. I just want the best up there for if something happens. Alright, so I'm going to just drill 2 holes in here to mount to the junction box. Oh, if you want to know what vacuum that is, it's a DeWalt. I'll link it in the description. Yeah, having a vacuum on a workbench is awesome. So I'm going to use these. What size is it? M4s. Just put through here and then mount it in the back. And we'll just screw that in. Yeah, that'll work great. But until then, let's get our wiring done. My battery holder has the same connection for my Waveshare power manager, so that is sweet. So I'm going to put just connect the battery system to the power manager. I will test it out. Huh, that was a real pleasant surprise. Yeah, so you'll notice, I don't know if you can read this, but on your power managers it has 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, and then it has charging and then done charging. So yeah, I'm just going to flip that power manager upside down, mount that here, and then all we have to do is run in our solar panel and then our out to the rack device. Alright, so the battery is going to go, it's the closest one to the USB port. Ground is on the outside. So my JST connectors, our polarization is wrong. So I'm going to lift these little tabs up and swap the wires. What the heck? I did this earlier just fine. I'll stick it in there, we go. Alright, I figured out the trick. So I'm going to remove this one, kind of wedge it in the side, the tiniest flathead you have, wedge it and pull. So we're just going to move that to this side, and then this JST ground to the other side. Alright, so yeah, so the ground's going to be on the outside for each for each. So this is going to be to the battery, actually to the power manager. Yeah, that's for that. Alright, so we got our power manager. We're going to go to the 5-volt out. And this is what our Meshtastic device is going to be plugged into. So 5-volt out. And which side is negative and positive? So that says ground, so we're right. The right side in this orientation will be the out, or positive out. And that side is the ground. Alright, let's get that. I think we can get that mounted, because then all we have to do is connect our solar panel, and then that will go to this solar in on here. So let's mount that to the board now that we got it wired. Okay. Let's put a different tip on. Oh. Yeah, so we're actually not even going to need the solar one, because everything's going to be run through the solar manager. So we can go ahead and mount this, or screw this back in. The only thing left we have to connect to this is the antennas. Yeah, there we go. So now all we have to do is get our solar panel mounted and run a wire through there. So I'll get everything ready for that. So I made this mount. Yeah, designed it, printed it. So you're going to take the solar panel, and it comes with a janky mount on it. I tried to like it, but it's so floppy and bad. So this mount is at 34 degrees. So all you're going to do, print this off, or find someone else in the area that can print it off for you. And then you just take this that came with the solar panel, and you can use the mount it comes with too, but you're probably going to want to glue the thing so it doesn't move all over the place. But yeah, that just mounts right on top of that. So on the Waveshare, our solar input is going to be right there. So we'll just kind of get an estimate for cable length, and I think that's going to be plenty long. So we're going to drill a hole on the bottom, probably right in the middle, and we're going to put this cable gland in. Again, affiliate links to all this stuff will be in the description of the video. Grab a step bit and we'll just start drilling. Make sure it's gives you room for stuff that you need. I think that'll work. Perfect. Alright, so we got the hole. I'm just going to use some sealant on here. It is It comes with a little rubber gasket, but I'm just going to put a little bit on the outside here. It's E6000. I'll put in the cable gland. Screw it down. That's perfect. Then we're going to wire the solar panel wire in here. And then we can shut the cable gland. So that way it wraps nicely around that. But first, let's figure out where I want to put this. Figure down low, give it the lowest profile. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Alright, I got some self-tapping screws here. I'm just going to mount this in. There. That looks nice. Way better than the mount that comes with it. This is going to be a permanent solar node on top of my house. So we'll see in here. I'm just going to put a little dab of this around the outside. Keep it waterproof, and plus a bonus on holding the screw in. There. I need a better tip for that. Let's remount that. Just want to make it so we can open the door so it's long and the wire's long enough. Alright, so we stripped the solar wire. Left about, what, 2 millimeters of cable on the end. This is our solar input. We're going to put our ground on the left, I believe it is. Ground on the left. Screw that down. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, I have it right here. Ground on the left. Power on the right. Oh man. Power on power on the right. Screw that down. And that's it. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at what we have going on in here. So this antenna on the top of what we have while this is laying in there is going to be the LoRa antenna. So that's what we're going to use this N-type antenna to. And we can have that, oh, probably want it out over here towards the side. And yeah, so we can drill a hole for that. And then our Bluetooth antenna is going to be out the, what do you think? Should we do it out the side or the top? I think I'm going to do it out the top here. That'll give us enough room on either side. Well, that was great. Works great. Alright, well, I lost the screws for that top part. Actually, I ordered more and they're coming in the mail today. I forgot all about that. So. But our next hole we're going to drill is for the antenna, and for that we're going to use this, and I think we're just going to use a drill bit for this. This one will work. I'd much rather use a shorter one. There. Perfect. So let's put a little bit of that E6000 around the outside. There's no gasket on here, so we will do that. Just don't want to get the glue inside. As I get the glue inside, right? So they'll mount this antenna. This is a sweet Bluetooth antenna I found. The other thing we need to add in here is a breather. Again, affiliate links in the description for all this stuff. I don't link anything I don't use myself. So there's a nice gasket around there. We're going to go back to the step bit on here. Perfect. Gonna put a little E6000 around the outside again. You can use goop. I like goop too. But I just started using the E6000 not that long ago. Mainly because it's what I had. But I ran out of MacGyvered my goop away. Alright, our breather goes in here. Screw that in. And on the inside. Alright, so the junction box comes with this. All these parts, like if you wanted to add this on the outside. But we're going to grab these cutoff screws right here to install the mount. Alright, so we're going to put the cutoff Phillips screw in here and screw that into the back of the case. Not too tight. I don't think that should go anywhere, but just to be safe, I'm going to add some of this on each side, just to be safe. I mean, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but like I said, it's going to be permanent, and I'd like to make it as permanent as it can be without having to crawl up to wherever I decide to mount this to take it down. So, alright, so those screw holes are sealed off, so you're not going to put a hole in the box. So water will not get in. Again, I printed this out of ASA. You can use PETG. ASA is just a little stronger. I'm just going to tap this in a little bit. So, this, get these cable clamps. Go around this, and then whatever pole you want. Oh, so apparently my GoPro overheated and shut off. I hate this freaking camera. The one I need is like $1,200, so I don't have that. But anyway, so as I was saying, these mount behind here to a pole, 2-inch pole, but I'm just going to add this rubber matting I got off the internet to give it a basically a better backing to keep the pole from moving. You could definitely glue it just a smidge more. But yeah, this is my first GoPro and my last GoPro. I thought it was a good deal when I bought it, but it is terrible for doing this kind of stuff. I mean, if you jump off airplanes or jump out of airplanes or something, fine. But so we're just gonna. I hate it. So we're just gonna lay that in here. Just a little rubber backing. Just line this with some rubber backing so it stays to the pole. Yeah. All right, I think that's everything we need. It's mounted really well. See, I'm gonna get a better angle for this. I think it's mounted really well. We're just waiting for the antenna, the end cable to come in the mail. And yeah, then we mount that up. All right, so mailman came. We got our new antenna. I'm going to take this off. We are going to put, again, the E6000. Oh, where did it go? Oh, right here. On the top edge. For that. I'll put this in here just while we get this out. Alright. Got a little bit on the end, but that's okay. Alright. So we got that on. Gonna mount this. Alright, finally got that in there. So we can screw this down again. We're gonna use these. Screw the board down. Got the cable behind it. We got this on here, so we can screw this in to those parts we had earlier. Alright, there we go. Let's attach our antenna. So Laura's going to be up here. Alright, so I'll show you what I ended up doing. I ended up hot gluing this antenna cable in here and hot glue this antenna cable in here to keep it from popping out. And I also did just the wire down here. That'll keep everything secure. So I did have to swap this out. I saw my I saw that my antenna mount was broken on the other one, so I'm just gonna screw this back in and then we'll keep going. Alright, so just to review, we have our batteries running in parallel to battery in. we have our solar panel connected to the solar input and our 5-volt out connected to the Meshtastic device. So we'll screw on an antenna. I'm using this Slink Disco or whatever, but I'll link that, affiliate link that in the description as well. This apparently has the best reviews. I see a lot of people are using this one, Alpha, a little shorter, but for longer range, I think this one will do a little better according to the statistics. So let's test this out. Let's grab a couple batteries. Alright, let's pop one of these in here. I use Samsung batteries. Alright. We got 100% charge. Powering up. Let's see if we can get a reading on our solar panel. I got a powerful flashlight here I'll shine on here. No reading on the panel, but oh, there we go. Yep, it's picking it up. It says it's charging and done because it's full. So yeah, solar panel works. Alright, now we just need to flash it, make sure everything looks good down here. I could do a twist tie on this, but yeah, maybe I'll do that just in case. Zip tie, I mean. Just to keep the wire from flopping around, but yeah, that's it. And the last thing we need to do, well, I have to flash it, but we're gonna seal these antennas off with, just in case, some silicone tape. This stuff's pretty neat. First time I used silicone tape was for my last solar build, just testing it out. Worked really well. I didn't see any water in either of those solar nodes I built, but this one's going to be the permanent one I mount to the top of the house. The key thing with the silicone tape is do not let it touch itself or you won't get it apart. It's kind of funny. Do not let it touch itself. It's strange, I haven't seen a tape like that before. I'm just gonna wrap the antenna and then glue it. I'll put more of that stuff on there again. Like I said, don't let it touch itself. I'm just gonna seal off any of the cracks down there to make sure no water gets in. So get that nice and tight. That's a beautiful layout. I'm quite happy with it. Alright, so I forgot to show you. So we have this mount on the back. I forgot to show you what I'm thinking about for pole options. So here's what a couple options I had bought off Amazon. So I have this, which this is what I'm leaning towards because I have a radio pole with my GMRS antenna on it. It goes about 20 feet over top of the house. And I was thinking just mounting this to the pole. So I'd mount so I'd mount this to this and then that to the pole. But I honestly think that's going to be too heavy, because I don't want that pole waving in the wind. So here's my other option. I can mount this pole. This is a good 5 feet to the house, which I think is going to have to be the way I go, because I think that's mounting this to that flagpole is going to be too heavy. So, but yeah, I'll probably end up doing this one, but I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. So, all right, guys, that finishes up the solar node project. I am extremely happy with it. It is definitely going to be my main solar node, putting it on top of the house. We got a lot of projects going on right now, and I want to show you this little Meshtastic device is currently printing. I don't think there's anything quite like it that I've seen. I'm excited to show that to you, but if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, I'm excited. I have a project that I've been collecting parts for literally over a year. I don't want to say the name of it, but it is going to be the best of its kind on the internet and the entire world. So subscribe. We'll be starting that in a couple months. Until then, we have a lot of stuff going on. I'm really starting to buckle down and focus on these projects. For example, we got solar going on outside, probably 3,200 watts of solar panels, and on a 24-volt system, plus a lot of other Meshtastic stuff too. So if you want to do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you guys can do me a huge favor, if you want to build exactly what I'm building or something similar, click the affiliate. I have such a hard time with that word. Click the affiliate links in the description. No one gives me anything. I buy everything with my own money. We're not sponsored at all. So that definitely helps fund the channel and our family. Another note, I've really been trying to work on the length of videos. I had one guy comment that he doesn't have enough lifetimes, even if he reincarnates, and I'm trying to find a happy medium of a how-to video, and I'm working on it, but I apologize if it's too long, apologize if it's too short. Let me know on the channel. We got just lots of stuff going on. So GMRS radios, Meshtastic, and unmentionables. So just want to thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe. There's a lot going on. We all feel something's coming. The world's changing. And there is some tension out there right now, but we're just trying to get our family and our friends set. So take care, guys. God bless. God wins in the end, no matter what happens.